We are getting a little bit fancy here at TRDQ as we look at Sky Garry, who, with all jokes aside about their name, is about as rare as morality at the Tory party conference. This is on loan from Toy Foo's Nick Davidson, who is a wonderful boy with some wonderful toys, but let's not let that define him. Coming from the Japanese exclusive Return of Convoy line of G1 toys, Sky Garry is an absolute legend. In my house anyway, even if at first glance it's clear he may have some mobility issues. Yet we've got the old fused leg situation here, limited arm movement, and that's about it. You know, you can fold his head down so he looks suitably ashamed, but that's really all we've got going on. Isn't he a looker though? You know, a true good guy colour scheme, and definitely a unique design for the Transformers line. I've always had a soft spot for this boy. Now, some of you might be looking at old Sky Garry here, a very rare 34-year-old toy, and say, "Oh, Gavin! Those aren't Sky Garry's guns. His original guns are what? They're what? They're white." And you'd be right, if extremely annoying. These guns come from the redeco of this toy named Death Garry from one of the Brave lines. Not that you would make a big deal out of that or anything. Sky Garry comes with a micro trailer that we'll get to later, but inside we have... Now, look, yes, he's supposed to come with Shot Bomber, but we've got another lad from the Death Garry release instead, and a fun little fella called Missile Gear. And no, he doesn't have his missiles, making him effectively just gear. So you're going to stand there all biscuit-arsed and look down your nose at this toy, just because it's got a few bits missing or some bits aren't original? Do you know how lucky we are to have someone like Nick giving us this toy on loan so you can look at it? You need to wind your neck in, pal. I'm serious. The only other accessory is this ramp, and this backpack piece that was sourced from a KO of the toy before Nick got his hands on the real Sky Garry. Do you even realise how much that boy's raised for charity over the years, and you're going to act like this toy from his collection is a problem? You need to get your priorities straight, my friend. The transformation is unsurprisingly simple. You're folding the head down, rotating the arms, and folding these feet, folding these feet up. Don't even start. Once he's in vehicle mode, it might be tempting to check the instructions to make sure this is actually the intended transformation, and it is. It's a Cybertronian jet carrier with lovely landing skids. Again, super unique for the line and very charming. You can place the guns on the wings here and even get some Micromaster action in the cockpit if it'll ever stay closed. Now, that's the Sky part. But what about the Garry? Well, in this mode, you're able to fold out these little grabbers and use the clip on the underside to connect your micro trailer, and off you go. Isn't that cool? Press Sky Garry's little willy and the trailer drops. That brings us to the scariest part of this toy by far. Sky Garry can extend by wrenching the whole thing apart in a move that will terrify all but the most hardened of collectors. In this mode, you can connect another 2 trailers and carry all 3 to the shops, the doctors, or wherever you need to go today. Yep, Sky Garry is pretty good. Not much can ruin this party unless he has a base mode, which isn't very good. You know what though? I kinda love it. A nice big defense tower. It's got 2 turret pieces, a ramp that connects to the middle micro trailer, and even ports to attach one to each side. Look at all the fun these little fellas are having. They're having a fantastic time using their pal's big body as a house, not a phone in sight. There are some other, I don't want to say features when it comes to connectivity with other toys, as that would be fanciful horse shit. But in future videos, we will see Sky Garry again for sure. That's something for you to look forward to. Yes, that's it, Gavin. Set the hook. Sky Garry is a fantastic toy and one I never really thought I would get my big but surprisingly gentle hands on. But that's collecting, isn't it? And as far as Nick knows, he's going to get this toy back soon, so everyone's happy. Thanks again to Nick and indeed everyone who supports us on patreon.com/TRDQ. I'm winding down the favourite toy feature at the end, but there's always time for Josh Bell, whose favourite toy is the LEGO Explorian Starship, which isn't even a million miles away from Sky Garry here. That can't be a coincidence. You're up to something, Josh. Bye.